I'm assuming you're running a business. I'm assuming you have a problem and you're trying to find the solution to your business. I'm assuming you're trying to find the answers, the right answers to solve those problems. What you need to be doing is asking the right questions, finding the right questions. If you find the right question, you'll find the right answer. This is Raj Sukheja on your journey towards successful business. Why the right question? That is a big question. Answers come only when the right questions are asked. And this happens to any problem that you might face. If your question is not right, then you'll never get the right answer. So let me cite an example for this. We are into consulting, and one of our clients came to us who was a marble factory owner. These marbles are these small little beads that we in India play with. These are made of glass, and they have colorful designs within the glass encased. He comes to me and says, Raj, I'm losing money and I don't know why. I said, what happened? He said, there's a competitor that's come in. His quality of marbles is better. His production is higher. His delivery schedules are very efficient. He's able to produce more marbles than I am in a day. And I don't know what to do about it. I need to resolve this issue. Otherwise, I will lose out on my business. So I said, okay. Now you have the fundamentals correct. You know the problems. Why are these problems there? What is the differentiator? Is it because he is new? He says yes. He is new, so his machinery is new. His machinery is new, so he is more efficient. Since the competitor is new, his machinery is new. Therefore, the quality of machines, the quality of technology used is much better than what my client was using, because he is about 20 years old. So the technology was much older at that time. Therefore, the new machinery requires less oil in the furnace to melt the glass, and the production happens faster. Glass utilization is optimum, there's less wastage, and production is higher. Ultimately, he is more cost efficient, and he is able to produce more marbles than my client. So I said, okay, now you know that you've given me the answers. You also have the right questions. So what is the solution? Do you need new equipment? He says, yes. I said, why? He says, because then I will be competitive. I said, so that's your answer. If your fundamentals in terms of your questions are correct, the questions were what technology is he using, how old is he? These are the fundamental questions that he had to ask. When he asked them of himself, he knew the answer. He didn't have to come to me for advice. Therefore, asking the right question is extremely important. And the right question begins with a why. Sometimes the why doesn't work either. What do? There are some situations in which the why does not get you an answer, or it gives you an answer which is not precise. Earlier case I cited, the answer was fairly simple. But in some cases, it's pretty convoluted. It's hidden in a lot of data which you need to bring out. Now, how do you do that? To get the right question means a new approach. So you need to become a novice instead of an expert. Most businesses, most founders, most businessmen, most entrepreneurs, they have one fundamental problem. Over a period of time, they become experts of a certain level at their business. And since they are looking at the business in that level of expertise, they can't see the small things from happening. They can't see the small effects that are causing their business to not grow as it should be growing. And so they need to come out as an expert, open their mind, sit back with a fresh mind, considering and telling themselves, I don't know anything. Let's figure it out from A, B, C, D. You don't go from expert to novice. You rather start from the novice point of view and then logically move upwards. And sooner than later, you will find the answer to your problem. That is how the why is addressed. And that is how the novice aspect is addressed as a filter to the why. The why is the first part, the novice is the second part. Sometimes even the novice aspect doesn't work. The problem is a little deeper. How do you approach it then? Then you act as if you're an outsider, or you approach outsiders who you can understand have the intellect and the capability to give you smart observations. Approach some people, tell them the problem, and get some feedback from them. If you listen well and intently, you will come to some kind of an idea in terms of where the problem is really there. Even if it sounds very, very doubtful, look at it carefully, evaluate it, and then run it against the filter of being a novice and a why, you will come to a conclusion. If you would like to go even deeper into the problem, then you break down the entire business into different pieces and attack one piece at one time. So you could break it down into production, inventory, you could break it down into purchase, assuming that you're not getting quality in let's say in the similar situation where I said marble manufacturing. So what is wrong? The raw material could be wrong, or the production machinery could be defective. So when you look at raw material, who are you purchasing it from? Is it of the specific quality that you want it? So you break it down to smaller pieces, and finally you will arrive at a solution where you can address that solution and come to a conclusion in terms of what remedies you need to take for that particular circumstance. In conclusion, we now understand the importance of asking the right question. Asking the right question is actually an extremely important part of being able to solve problems, to understand opportunities, to understand where you need to go with an opportunity and how to utilize it to its maximum. Because every insight begins with a question. In fact, lawyers, doctors are trained to ask questions. Like a psychologist is able to understand the in-depths of a person's problem because he's trained to be a question asker. A doctor does diagnosis on the basis of questions. A chartered accountant, a taxman, he asks you questions and is able to understand the problems in terms of your returns. Similarly, everything, most important insights are gained via the right question. So learn. Asking the right question is an art, like as everything else. It's a very, very important art, but completely neglected. Not many people know how to ask the right questions. So learn about it. There's a lot of material available, but this is one art I believe everybody should have and should learn. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon.